It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Today we're going to be running a team with no Financier, no Wildberry, no Black Pearl. We are going to be running with Purple Yam, Schwartz, Clotted, Vampire, and our BTS Cookie. The idea here is speed, insignia, and a lot of magic candy taking effect behind the scenes. So as you can see with the toppings, we're pretty stacked on the defensive side. We have a lot of power coming through between crits and fast cooldowns, and we have some speed going on some of our other enemies to take advantage of stuns and the overall robes effect as well. So let's jump into the arena and show you what's going on with these teams. So Purple Yam does a really good job of keeping teams together in one spot. So that way when the stuns are happening from Schwartz, they are activating on all cookies, not just a few. We've got our Clotted pushing back the frontal cookies and their defenses, trying to get them pushed back so that we can get to those midline cookies and deal a lot of damage. We've got Vampire, who works really great with the insignia, giving a chance to heal the team as well as striking that back frontal area. And then we've got Purple Yam just hauling damage and doing a great job with the overall setup when it comes to the insignia and the different power pushes that the magic candy gives. So as you can see, that was a very tight match, very tough indeed. Within the top 20,000 players, we just barely scaped by. As you can see, Schwartz did not get a lot of chances to do very much because their Caramel Arrow and their Eclair were able to quickly crit shot our Schwartz so that they did not have much time to shine. But overall, our other three top dogs were able to incite a lot of damage. The overall healing was better on their side with their Cream Unicorn, also reducing the criticals on our end, so that was a little tough too, but they did a pretty good job. And as you can see, the healing reduction from their Black Pearl was able to do a pretty big number on our team as well. We're going to fight this team real quick, but this is not going to be a valid assessment because anything below the top 50,000 I don't think is a fair comparison against the teams that we are running, because as you can see, we were able to nearly one-shot the enemy team without any true opposition against us. So we're not even going to count or look at the analytics on that team. So let's go ahead and go against a Financier team, see what we get. Now, of course, like every team, there's always going to be counters because we're running a BTS cookie. Their team does have an advantage running Espresso, dealing damage to stunned units, or stun immune units, I should say. Their Black Pearl dealing that healing reduction, and the dangerous thing about Insignia is that if a cookie can kill multiple cookies at the same time, then the other cookie does not get the Insignia buff. So that is a little downfall of what the Insignia does. If either Black Pearl or Caramel Air or Espresso can crit shot the other cookies down. As you can see, in most cases, we are having Purple Yam being the last surviving cookie. Now, because they're BTS cookie and they're Financier, and probably from the treasure they're running, they're just able to out-heal our team setup altogether, and we're just really not able to break through pretty well. So, let's look at the analytics of this one and show you what's going on. So, Purple Yam, yet again, doing amazing damage, keeping up with their Black Pearl, in fact. Overall, doing really well. But, when you look at the healing stats, 4.8 million from their BTS cookie, only 3.1 from ours. Our Purple Yam did self-healing of 1.4, very good job. However, if we go back to the damage side of things, their Espresso dealing extra damage to stun immune cookies, and their Black Pearl doing great, and their Financier even doing a really good job. So they were about 2 million damage ahead of us, so that really put this separation of gap from that 2 million damage and that extra 1 million of healing. So that really made the whole difference in the battle. So hopefully this is a helpful setup for you guys. This team, the reason I did this team is that they're fun. They're really good to run if you don't have good tanks. Maybe your labs just have absolutely no defense upgrades. Maybe you put all your upgrades into charge cookies. Maybe you put everything into your assassin cookie. Maybe you just don't have a good monocle treasure and you have a level 12 insignia and robes. You know, there are many different ways and different reasons you could look at this. And another way you could run the teams, you could replace the robes with the Jelly Watch so that your skills could activate more often. And that would be very useful for Clotted and very useful for the BTS cookie. Having it work for Schwartz and for Purple Yam a little bit tough because then you bounce between the different healing and the different damage that they do, and it's less stun effective. So it's kind of a give and take, but experiment with it with what works best for you guys. Either way, let me know in the comments your feedback and if you think this team is fun or if you think it's just another meh combination that you can use but necessarily isn't the best or shouldn't really be used at all. Thank you for stopping by and have a wonderful day.